What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another entry of the June Vlog Challenge, June 17th, 2018. So this is entry number 17. Just want to show you guys the aftermath of the rain that we had yesterday. This is all that's left. And Chris and I actually came out here last night and played basketball on a wet court. Chris, Ashley, and I came out here and played on the wet court. And try to see if we can do like trick shots like in the rain and like dancing and stuff in the rain. It was funny. And so yeah, the goal has not fallen down since we put water in the base, because it's supposed to have this gel inside the base that's supposed to replace like a 300-pound bag of sand, but it fell. So that red part right there, that red skid, it fell one night and it skid across the court. And so yeah, it's pretty stable. Let me see if I can show you guys. A little stable. A lot more stable than it used to be. Like, that is just pure solid right there. I mean, through the edges, it's not that bad, but it's solidified throughout the middle, which is good, because I'd rather the outside be, kind of like watery than the middle be watery. Then I cut the grass yesterday, or what's left of it. They didn't take care of the yard. The previous owners did not really take care of the yard before we got the house. So I'm pretty much going to have to start from scratch next spring, because it's a little too late for me to do anything. But yeah, so it rained, and then it stopped. It rained, then it stopped. And then it rained, and then you guessed it, it stopped. So, all right, let's go back to the garage, y'all. All right, so we have a new wrinkle to my job situation, and the new wrinkle entails, hold on, let me see, push this back here. Ow, what did I just step on? That hurt. There's a nail sticking out from underneath the floor. I don't know where the hell that came from. That is not good. I'll get that taken care of. But anyway, so I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. My dad and I, we actually, as a big old family, went out to eat dinner tonight for my dad. And then my grandfather was also with us from my dad's side. And then my mom's side, my grandfather, we had lunch with him today. And we had these interesting, like, quesadilla, cheeseburger sandwiches. It was pretty good. It was actually pretty good. She made 2 batches. She made red bell peppers in one, and then she made green chilies in the other. So that was good. I really enjoyed that. And I'll be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I had to really pee. And I guess you guys really don't care. But I had to pee. So that's why I stopped the vlog. But anyway, yeah, there's a new wrinkle to my job situation. And that wrinkle entails I might be going back to my old job. And I know that was like my last resort. I know that that was something that I wanted to do if I didn't get a job anyplace else, but it's looking like I'm not going to get a job anyplace else. And they really need me, because they just recently let go of, I think he said 5 people. He recently let go of 5 people, my GM did. So they need people, and he knows that I'm reliable, and he knows that I'm willing to work and put in the effort, and I will be there. And I'm going to go from part-time to full-time, which unfortunately, there are no health benefits, but the only thing that they have is 2 weeks paid vacation after a year. So after I work full-time for a year, then I get 2 weeks paid vacation, which is nice. So the GM straight up came up to me, and he was like, "So I heard that you were thinking about coming back?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I got one more thing." And he's like, "Forget that one more thing." He said, "I need you." So I'm going to send him a text tonight and see if he can work around my schedule, because I'm hoping to get like an 11 to 7 shift Monday through Friday, or like Tuesday through Saturday, something like that. Because the main reason I left, I'm going to tell him in the text, the main reason I left, not because I didn't like the work environment, or I didn't like the work, or I hated the people, whatever. My wife is here alone at night, and that's not fair to her for me to be out all night, and then I come home at 1 o'clock in the morning and she's asleep. And when I am home alone, she's at work. So I'd like to get this opposite schedule thing figured out, and that way, like, she's only home alone for an hour or 2 by the time I get home, and I have kind of the mornings to myself, and then I go to work at around lunch, and then I get home about halfway through the dinner rush. So that's what I'm hoping he does. So pray for me, guys. So it's negotiation time. Every other job that I've applied for has failed me, unfortunately, but that's okay. You know what? Unemployment here in the Panhandle is actually like best in the state, pretty much, because I think the unemployment rate right now is like, I want to say 3.2, which is good because, but it's good, but it's good, but it's bad because, like, I was talking to Chris, who's like an economics and stuff like that expert, and he told me that you want to like lean on like the 4 or 5% of unemployment. Anything below that is bad. Anything above that could be bad. So it's just one of those things where if, you know, the employment rate is low, which is good because that means people are working, but for people like me, it's not good because I'm trying to find a job and there are no jobs to be had because I am simply getting overshadowed by people that have more experience or somebody that has a better schedule availability. Like mine, I'm hoping just to get like a Monday through Friday job, but it's not looking like anything concrete's going to happen. I don't know. I have, like I said, I have this one more thing, and that's the post office exam. I signed up for it last night, and I will be taking that at 4:30 in the afternoon tomorrow, and that will determine if I apply for that job and hopefully get the job, or if I go back to my old job. And then there's one other thing that I got through part 2 of the interview process, and that's at a call center, and it's pretty much the exact same schedule as my wife, so if I can get in on that, that would be great. And it actually pays 25 cents more per hour than my wife, so that's good, right? I mean, it's good. And I will be getting overtime because they, at least once a month, they want you to work a Saturday. So that means you're getting about 8 hours of overtime per month, which that is time and a half. So $12.25, top of your head, $12.25 plus a half. So I'm no mathematician here, but I'm gonna say, what is that? That's 6.125. So that's 6, 7, 8. So it's almost $19 an hour. That's almost $19 an hour more a month that I'm getting. Oh crap! So 19 plus 8. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72. So it's like an extra at least $72 per month. And that's the top of my head, so I could be dead wrong. I know how to do multiplications by 9. That's like the easiest thing that I did when I was a kid. You know, the twos, the 5s, the 9s, and the 10s. For some reason, 9s was always easy for me to do. But, you know, that's just who I am as a person. And of course, you know, well, the 1s, you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, but anyway, so there is the update for my work. Hopefully, because being unemployed almost this entire month, it's more than half the month is. It's great, all the spare time and free time I've been having, but I'm not using it effectively. But I need a job. I need to work. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I need to work. And I feel useless when my wife goes to work and I am here all day long. I have Jess to hang out with me for now, which is good, but she's going to be leaving to go back home for a month, and then she's going to go to Europe on vacation for the entire month of August. So July and August, Jocelyn is here alone by herself. So, I mean, we got the dogs, plural, to help her with the situation. But you know what? She doesn't deserve to be here alone. And that's the one thing that's been bugging me. Because she is encouraging me 9 ways to Sunday, today's a Sunday. 9 ways to Sunday to get my old job back and then work full time. So she's encouraging me. So she wants it to happen. So, again, going to be negotiating with the GM, trying to get my schedule that I want, which is 11 to 7, either Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Saturday. So wish me luck. I never work Sundays. Like, as long as I've had a job, I've never worked Sundays. I did at my first job when I was bussing tables, but that's because Sunday was like their half day, so it was like pretty busy because they would close instead of at 9 o'clock. They would close at like 6, and instead of opening at 9 a.m., they would open at 11. So it was kind of like their like half day, which actually that doesn't really make sense. It's actually the same amount of hours that they're open, I think. But anyway, it's either here or there. But yeah, so I've never worked Sundays. It's not, and it's not a religious thing. It's just I've always, just the day of rest technically. Like places like Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby and a couple of other places around town are closed on Sundays. So I always saw it as like a rest day, a holy day, and then you just get up on Monday morning, you just kick ass the next day. Whether it was school or a job, you just kick ass that next day. And Sunday, which conveniently is during football season, the day for the Cowboys, my Dallas Cowboys. So, I mean, Sundays have always been awesome because most companies don't ask why you can't work Sundays. They're just like, okay. But, yeah, so there's that. And there's nothing else much really to talk about. I know I did like a third of a vlog yesterday, but that's because it was raining and we were driving, and I couldn't have filled 15 minutes even if I wanted to. So that's what I did yesterday, and today I just wanted to show you the aftermath of the rain and everything. Advanced Rummy, your boy sucks at it now. Since I came on camera and gloated that I was good and I was kicking everybody's ass left and right, I haven't won a single game of Rummy since I gloated here on camera to the piglets on this channel. And so it's just one of those things where you just gotta eat crow whenever you eat crow, and then you gloat when you gloat. It's just, some of those things that just happen. Oh, but yeah, so today it was just Father's Day, so all I did was Father's Day stuff. I came home for about a couple of hours in between events because I did Father's Day stuff with my mom's side of the family for lunch, and then did Father's Day stuff on my dad's side of the family for dinner. So we had a couple hours in between, which we just laid here and watched Friends, and Jess was just now telling us the itinerary for her trip to Europe, which I told her she has to get me, because she's going to Loch Ness. So I was like, you got to get me a Nessie shirt. You got to get me Nessie Lives, or some shirt like that while you're in Loch Ness, because I need that. And you're leaving and you're not going to be here during my birthday, so that's my birthday present. And so right now they're discussing what to get Jocelyn, because Jocelyn's a big Doctor Who fan and a big Harry Potter fan, and they have a Doctor Who shop, and they also have a Harry Potter shop in King's Cross platform 9 3/4. Like they have a shop 9 3/4, which is cool. So she's talking about getting her like a golden snitch keychain if she can find it, or like Hufflepuff this, or Sorcerer's Stone, or a stuffed Hedwig. Anything that she can get her hands on that sounds awesome. My wife's trying to get it. So that's the extent of what I want to talk. Is my fridge open? Is my fridge alive? Hold on. My fridge wasn't making any noise, so I thought it was dead. I thought it got electrocuted or something. It's dead, but now the light's on and everything's still cool. So everybody that was worried about the fridge will be okay. Okay, guys, so that's all I got to talk about. Today, the song that got stuck in my head, I actually had 2 songs stuck in my head, but I'm going to go with the one that was earlier this morning, and that is Your Love by The Outfield. The reason why that song that got stuck in my head is I was scrolling through Facebook this morning, and for some reason, a lot of people like that song on my Facebook, so they keep resharing the Outfield doing it like live. I think it's part lip synced, but it's like a stage performance, and they people like friends all over the place are sharing it. Like my older friends, my millennial friends, my Generation X friends, like everybody's sharing it, and it's a good song overall. So The Outfield, Your Love, another 80s track getting added to the 30 Days playlist, and well deserved. It deserves a spot because it's one of those great songs that just you're gonna get stuck in your head eventually, and when it gets stuck in your head, boom, it just stays there and stays there. So, guys, that's all I've got to talk about today. Nothing else really to report. Just pray for me, think about me, wish me luck, whatever you do about this proposal. There we go. Fridge is purring, so it's alive. this proposal to my GM, and hopefully I can get a set schedule to where I can be here with my wife during the evenings and having weekends off to go to New Mexico if we need to, or to go to a concert, or go here, do this, do that, because it would ultimately just be a great thing. Because after getting rejected so many times from all these companies, I kind of feel like I'm not entitled to anything. I don't deserve anything per se, but I feel like that throughout this entire ordeal, I've earned just to be like, hey, you want me to come back? Here's what I need from you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. We're all happy. So, guys, that's where I'm going to end it today. I want to thank y'all so much for watching these. We're over halfway through these vlogs as of a couple of days ago. So, we are, towards the downward spiral, and hopefully that's not a bad thing. Hopefully that's a good thing. So, we will see about that. We will see what's going to happen. Like I said, keep in your thoughts and prayers, and I'm repeating myself constantly, but I really need this, guys. I really do. Especially if you guys want me to start making food reviews again, I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need y'all's thoughts and prayers and wishes coming my way, because if y'all want me to get back on these food reviews, I got to have a steady income, and I will be making pretty good money going back to my old job, working full-time, and maybe hitting overtime once in a while. And I just feel like it. I kind of had a feeling in the back of my head that this is where I was going to be, that I was going to eventually go back, because I did like the work environment. The pay was good, the tips were great, and the management was top-notch, especially with my GM there. So, okay, guys, I've been saying I'm going to leave for 2 minutes. Now I'm really leaving. So thank y'all so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I will see y'all manana. Try not to step on that nail. Bye, guys!